What's up, everybody? Mr. Frags here. Brizzo there.
Nah, I thought you said Mrs. Frags. Hey, look at the mercenary base.
Yeah, we're gonna get Marauders in this mission. This is the smash and grab mission. Um, yeah. So there are 4 Protoss relics you get, which are research in this mission. That is the side objective. The main mission here is to get the main Protoss relic. But the Zerg are actually going for it as well. So there is no timer on the screen, but if you look on the mini map, you can see the Zerg there's kind of like a purple ground, and as that purple ground gets closer, that means the Zerg are getting closer, and you have to hurry up because the Zerg will get that relic if you leave it.
Right, it's really cool because you can watch them fight too.
You can actually pan the camera up there, and you will get to see it. So there is a couple of different ways you can play this. You can build a huge army and go for all 4 relics, and then go for the main relic, which I highly advise you not do. What I'm gonna do is
Put in a cheat that makes you move at 8 times speed.
Yep, that is exactly what it is, and I can do all these commands that fast.
Wow, 8 actions per second.
You see the Zerg are gonna attack our base. They're gonna constantly send a wave of enemies to your base. Not to the point where you have to worry about it, but always expect one. They're generally the same. So like they just attacked me probably, I don't know what, 5 minutes into my mission. They'll do the same for you. So it's scripted, I guess. You're gonna face ground Zerg and flying Zerg. While the Marauders are excellent against the ground Zerg, they do not have the ability to attack the flying Zerg. So you are going to have to make Marines. So even though you want to just make constant Marauders because they kick so much ass, you have to make Marines. And you see, I just got my first group of mercenaries.
Mercenaries?
Yep, that's going to be my cue to go after about now is when you should be heading after the first 2 relics. And this mission is all about timing and when you should move your army out. So take your army. Here is the first relic right outside your base, and head to the left. You're going to come up here. There's going to be a couple Zerg dudes here. Just focus fire these guys. Go after these 2 big tentacle monsters first. I know what you're thinking.
Sorry, no, I don't know what it's called either, but I know that's not it.
No, those aren't it. And then head down. And down here is going to be the next one. You're going to have to face 2 cannons. I think by the end of this mission I have 3 barracks up. Make sure you have constant SCVs being made until you really don't need any more, which is about 30 SCVs. Always have something coming out of your barracks. And make sure you do not get supply locked, which means you have to build more supply depots.
There you go.
You see there's some stalkers attacking me and some cannons. The stalkers will follow you, the cannons will not. So kind of drag the stalkers out and kill them so that you don't have...
You should just be able to climb over that.
You should, but there's the second relic. The reason I'm not just making him go back to my base is because I want to make sure I hit A to attack and move, but I don't want them attacking those pylons because
It's a waste.
they're virtually useless at this point, and pretty soon there will be another wave of Zerg coming. And I knew that, which is why I wanted to get him back as quick as possible. You see, I still have dudes coming out of my base, my barracks over here. I still don't have enough SCVs. Also, build an engineering bay, which I'm doing right now. You will see why later on. Engineering bays allow you to build turrets, missile turrets. And when we bring our army out to fight the last push, which is the last 2 relics and the main mission relic, you're going to want defense here. And you see I just got smashed by a group of banelings.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I just lost a bunch of Marines, and a bunch of my Marines just went to about no health.
I see that.
Fast forwarding this, you see I build 4 missile turrets right there. That's a great place to have them, because if the flying dudes, what are they called? They're
Mutalisks.
Mutalisks. If the Mutalisk comes and you have no Marines up, those missile turrets will take them out, but they will not attack the ground units. That's the one downside to them, is they do not attack ground units. So for that, I'm going to build 2 bunkers right here. Even though I usually don't use bunkers, they are good for blocking enemies off.
Now here's a tip. You might not want to build the bunkers too close to the turrets, because the way Mutalisks attacks work.
Yeah.
At least how they did in the first one was, like, for example, it'll do 8 damage on the first hit, and then it'll move to the next closest thing and deal 4, and then it'll move to another one and deal 2.
Yeah, you see I just put them up right there. Hopefully the Mutalisks will be dead before they can do any big amount of damage. So I have 3 barracks up at this point. One has a reactor, which allows me to build 2 units simultaneously, and the other 2 have tech labs. So the way I work is I will have the one with the reactor making constant Marines, and then one of the tech labs making medics, and then one making marauders. And if I start to get an overabundance of one, I will start using other ones. Like if I have too many medics and not enough marauders, I'll start pumping marauders out of both of the tech labs. And you are going to fight a couple planes in this level. They're called Void Rays, and the Marines are the only ones you have right now that can do damage to those. So you definitely just can't do straight marauders.
Is it Void Rays, or is it that other type of?
It's Void Rays. It's Void Rays.
Okay.
Not Phoenixes or Carriers. It is Void Rays.
No, there's another one that's only in the campaign. They were in the first game. I forget what they're called.
I do not remember it either.
The standard Protoss air unit. It machine guns against the ground and shoots missiles against the air.
Nope, these are Void Rays.
Cheap ass Void Rays with their, when they attack a unit for a certain amount of time, it does more damage.
It is, and when they get that damage boost, it's brutal. It's like online, that's game over. If you have 7 or 8 Void Rays, maybe even 5, and they all get that boost, you'll clear a base in 30 seconds flat. And not just like the command center, but the entire base.
So what are we waiting on?
Just waiting to get an army.
Wow, that Zealot really stood a chance.
Yeah, huh? Another thing, Marauders have a bigger reach, and they are just out of reach of the cannons, the proton cannons. Is it proton? Photon? What is
Photon.
it? Photon. So the photon cannons are powered by the pylons. I'm starting to struggle a little bit. So if you take the pylon out, it also loses the cannon. So you're gonna see I put my marauders in a position where they can attack the pylon without getting hit by the cannons most of the time. And once you start to make the final push, that's pretty much it. You gotta follow through. And you're gonna see at the end of this video, the Zerg are almost getting to the relic that I'm going to get, and they will capture it, like I said.
So this group of units, they're not coming home.
They'll, if they want to, or assuming that, well, they'll make it to the end of the video. Let me say that.
Yeah, but like they're out to go get the artifact. Like that's it.
Like,
that's their goal right now.
Just go get the artifact or don't come back. And this is where I lost a few times recording this. Towards the end of this push, there is an area with a lot of cans and some constantly spawning enemies. And that's where I lose most of my dudes. So make sure you...
Yeah, I believe that was a size storm you got hit with. That murders groups of Terran ground units.
It really does. So you really want to go after those high Templars. So you see I got my missile turrets up. I got 2 bunkers up full of Marines. And I still have some dudes waiting outside. I have a lot of Marines and a couple Marauders. Come down here right after you cross the bridge. Go down. And you will find your 3rd relic. I'm getting attacked from both ways, so I'm actually going to move back. Those are the only 2 Void Rays in this level, so that's what you need to take them for. And after that, just do work on everybody else. Go after this pylon, and that thing becomes useless. This ramp is where I was mentioning where I actually lost a few times, where there's going to be enough dudes where there's going to be constantly spawning dudes. Because they actually use warp gates. You don't have to worry about those cannons. Feel free to take them out if you want. That's my base getting attacked. I sent a dude to repair that. I'm not sure if he made it. I don't think I actually even checked back there till the end, for the rest of this video. So this is where you're gonna have to use some commands where you actually gotta send your units in, bait a couple dudes out, and then drag them back. And you're gonna face some sentries, which are the kind of floating dudes, like little guys who make force fields and stuff.
Archons.
They like to hallucinate. I don't think it happened to me here, but they'll make it look like you're getting attacked by dudes that you really aren't.
Wait, what?
They have an ability called hallucination where you'll see like maybe 4 stalkers attacking you, but they're not really there.
What purpose does that serve?
Because you can, if you're in a really big firefight like this, you can think that you're getting attacked, so you'll concentrate on the stalkers when in theory,
okay, there we go.
In theory, they're not actually doing anything.
So how do you know if they're doing it to you or not?
You don't. So that's why you just want to take those dudes out first. And now you're making the final push. You just gotta kind of clear everything out. If you head to the right over here is where we're gonna find our final relic, which is gonna complete the bonus objective for us.
Oh, that pube is protecting it.
Yeah, he doesn't stand much of a chance. Now you're gonna fight 3 stone statues at the end of this. There is an achievement for not losing a single unit, which requires you to do a lot of running in there, attacking, and then running back, and so on.
Or playing on an easier difficulty with ton more dudes than this.
The more dudes you have, the greater a chance you will not notice losing one as well.
Well, I got the achievement, and I wasn't even trying for it.
Well, alright. But I'm not going to get it because you're going to see that these Zerg were right up at the end, almost getting the relic before me. So I had to just push through.
So what building builds these units?
The
bullshit effect? The cybernetic, the bullshit core?
Exactly. And we're about done here. I actually get 3 different areas of upgrades as well. I go for the standard upgrades that cost credits. I'm going to show you our first, we're going to buy some mercenaries. And I'm going to do the research relics upgrade. So I'm going to upgrade the life of my marauders because we're definitely going to be using those. Head to the cantina. Talk to this dude. We're going to buy any mercenaries that are available to us. So the fire bats and the marauders. And that's going to leave us with exactly 0 credits. So now we have all those at our disposal if we need them. And then go to the laboratory. Click on the research panel here, and you will be able to choose one. You can keep going, but as you can see, each side of the ladder has 2 different choices. If you choose the right side, you will not be able to choose the left side, and vice versa. Even though you can keep going Protoss and Zerg, like there's 2 selections in Zerg. If you choose the right selection in Zerg, you will not be able to choose the left. And you just got to keep getting research to upgrade those, and that's it.